Super Weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, the players loaded up in the planes. We will be flying on Aerowolf Air today, starting down here from the south, heading up there to the north. Buckle up because we are in for quite the ride.
Let's get it, Aaron Gale, baby. Now, this is that map that all these teams usually are used to playing as match number 1, but we're taking it over here at match number 3. And as you can see, we got a beautiful plane path right down the middle, going from south to north right here. So every single team we should not see teams drop on each other. I mean, with this kind of plane path, you're not gonna see any squad kind of like heading towards a vehicle and taking off, or you shouldn't see multiple squads do that. But then again, who knows? Who knows, especially when you got a lot of teams that got a lot of points that could possibly try to end some dreams here, Dave.
The dream killers, as the dream. Hey, I mean,
what would you
BTR.
do? What would you do, Dave?
Okay. So your story, right? Bigetron, BTR. We like to think they're one of the teams that could potentially be one of the dream killers. But last game, dude, they were cruising, listening to that radio on the dossiers. They were getting shot from everybody. Like, they were just having a good old time. This game, they're going to be right near Power 888, right near GODSENT and Loops. They also are going to have a very good opportunity to potentially gatekeep Futbolist and Aerowolf down there to the military base. Zone number 1 does go on up. Okay, a lot of land is going to be in play. A couple teams that we need to pay close attention to this game. DRS, they will have Yesnaya to themselves. Looking over there for Navi, they're just across the river when it comes to Raw Talk. And then we just mentioned Aerowolf, they got Millie all to themselves, so they're gonna have a lot of time to get all that nice loot.
Oh, yes, they are. And like, so we're talking about it. I'll ask you, what would you do in this situation? Because Bigetron, 4 Angry Men, Futbolist, they're all sitting with 70+ points. They're big chilling. They're going to make it into the Super Weekend. It's pretty much a matter of fact at this point. Now, with that kind of points, they literally could just make their whole rest of the day focused to take certain teams out to ensure they don't make it into this next Super Weekend. Is that a play that you would decide to do?
Yeah. I'm gonna answer that. I was just looking real quick. Are we gonna have a quick pull up? Yeah, is Reeves gonna get spotted here? No helmet, AKM in hand. Definitely heard that buggy from Corpi. Corpi, a little skeptical of the situation. Yeah. Pull. Oh, right on over the hill. Okay. Ooh. I don't. As a viewer, I want to see the violence early game. But as somebody who cares about these teams, like, I want them to at least have some loot before taking that fight. So, to your point, Bigetron Red Aliens, 4 Angry Men, and Futbolists. Let's see. So, to answer your question, I think they have to think about who, number 1, is on that cusp, right? Like, what teams are down there trying to qualify? That's number 1. Number 2, you got to think about, okay, did any of these teams play in Super Weekend 1? Okay. And then number 3, how many points did they get in Super Weekend 1? Because remember, the main objective with the round robin, you have the weekdays, you have 8 games to qualify for Super Weekend, and then the Super Weekend is when you have the opportunity to get championship points, all right? So if you're one of these teams that did not qualify for Week 1, will you be on the radar of these quote-unquote teams who have the potential to hunt down others? Probably not, because they're already going to be coming into Super Weekend if they qualify with 0 points, right? So you want to focus on those teams that did have the first Super Weekend underneath their belt. So if I was to look down there below 16, what team fits that criteria? I'm looking at Alpha 7. I'm looking at taking them out.
Alpha 7, definitely a big...
That's big brain. That's big brain, bro.
That's big brain. I mean, like, if you're going to take out one of these squads, I think Alpha 7's got a target on their back. I think Team Secret's got a target on his back. I mean, even to be honest with you, Blue Bees, a lot of squads, I think, have potential to get knocked out of the top 16. At the same point, though, Dave, here's the big issue. If one of these squads actually decide to do that, if they decide to hunt them down and ruin their dreams, now you could have the possibility of that squad wanting to do that to you for the rest of the tournament. So I mean, you could definitely spark some bad blood here. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see, what the decision these teams would like to make.
And you know what I say to them? If you got an issue, get a tissue. I don't care. Hey, I don't care, all right? I'll give you the tissue because at the end of the day, nobody's friends, man. Nobody's
Hey, guess
friends.
what, Dave?
It is already going to be one team coming out on top.
I'll tell you what, those tissues are going to be nothing but Benjamins. That's what they are.
Oh,
I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
Bam.
I mean, you get first place. I mean, that is 300K. That's some big money right there, right? So cry me a river and cry into these hundreds as, man, there's so much on the line right here for all these teams considering, I mean, this is the biggest mobile event in history.
I'm not going to lie. Your question, the answer that I gave you, man, I'm just a smart dude, right? I'm just a smart dude,
Crystal
man.
ball, baby.
Crystal ball. So, Blue Bees. Yeah, very interesting team because right now they're in 13th. They barely qualified for Super Weekend #1. I think they qualified, if I'm not mistaken, by only 2 points. 2 points. And they're still going to be, they are awfully close to not qualifying once again. I mean, they got 36 points in total. And then looking at 16th place, they got 32. So it is just too close for comfort down there. Blue Bees, we just saw them. They are driving all over the place. They're trying to scout and they're trying to avoid these early fights. Will they be able to do that? Well, I see them getting awfully close to Power 888.
If they're going to be able to, Konina Power, after those last 2 matches, they bumped up to 7th place, Dave. You've been in top 16. How about top 10? Love to see that coming from them. So they are sitting pretty right now. The rest of these teams now are in a lot of trouble. We'll see how they do it. Divine trying to put some shots on the KPS from across the way using that red dot. Not able to really get the knock there. He's going to get a full med kit off. And he has the rest of his squad there to help support him as well. But Blue Bees, they're on the hunt. They're hunting down Power 888, Dave.
This is one of my least favorite areas of this map to rotate on in through. The dead woods. You got to be really careful. Oh, peeking out the UAS with the spray down, connecting onto one of the members from Power 888. Then you were talking about the hunt. It is a safari. They aren't stopping here.
I mean, some great shots from Idochan out that UAS right there to get the knock on the KPS. Ice tried to be able to stop that push, put some pressure to hopefully buy some time. Here come the smokes from Power 888, but Blue Bees, they said, we don't care about these smokes. We're coming. And here comes the crash. Oh, CLB might get ran over. It's going to get knocked. And Power 888 down 2 members just like that. Blue Bees, they ain't playing, Dave.
Hey, they saw the party from last game, and they're like, listen, we're going to make our own party this game, all right? We're going to make our own party. They got the 2 kills, they got the loot, and they're not even waiting. They're popping in the UASs, and they're continuing to press onto Power 888. They want to get the squad wipe. Oh, watch out for that tree, though.
Yep, got to watch out for that tree. They're going to take that as a sign to hit the turnaround, allow Ice to make his merry-on way for the rest of it. They're going to loot up really, really nicely right here. Good couple kills. And these early game kills, especially if you're not dropping in a really major city, are huge because you're going to be able to pick up a ton of loot, and that's going to kind of put you at ease to only focus on getting kills for the rest of the match. Oh, Blitz though. On to Aerowolf Limax, finds Renalre out slipping. And that is going to be 1 down for them. It looks like the rest of the squad trying to decide whether to come help them out or run. Oh, it looks like they're just going to go ahead and just take on off.
And this is something that I've honestly been waiting for the longest.
Oh, wait, what?
What'd you see?
Oh, sorry. I thought it looked like Aerowolf was running right into Rom onto this bridge. But it looks like they're opting to just hold this side of the zone for now. Now they might gatekeep Futbolist.
I mean, that's a smart play from Aerowolf, right? Like, they know exactly who they're fighting. They lost one in the process, but they're like, hey, Futbolist, you're going to need to push over this bridge regardless. Now, I would have liked to have saw Aerowolf actually camp that bridge, kind of get that revenge, because the next zone did pop on up, and the blue zone would have eventually pushed Futbolist on into that zone. And Aerowolf, that three-story building, you know, when you cross the bridge, I would have loved to have seen them, you know, set up camp right there, set up shop right there, but instead, they're going to be, you know, driving off into Milta. I feel like it's a missed opportunity, Jukes. I do.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I think only on the fact that if you look at Aerowolf Limax, they're sitting in 21st place, Dave. You know, so if they decide to go for the camp, they're going to be out of position for the next zone. And I think with how much they need points, they don't need just 3. They need a ton. So I think they're trying to maybe prioritize circle over just kills for now. We'll have to see if that pays off for them. Is Nova and RRQ. Yeah.
I still feel like it's a missed opportunity because, like you said, to add on to your point, like they need points, and you know, to risk putting all your eggs in the basket of placement points over maybe securing some more kill points right there, because they know Futbolists are gonna push. Like Futbolists, they have 2 options: push across the bridge or take a boat. And I think it's just too far into the game for them to pull back to Nova and take that boat. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe I'm being too hard on them.
No,
maybe I'm being too hard.
I mean, it's still circle number 2, so they're gonna do if they're gonna do that bridge camp at any time. Now would have been the moment to do it. Futbolist did end up crossing that bridge though. Aerowolf Limax didn't even press that far into the circle, so I think they're opting to play this just a little extra safe due to their position.
One bridge to rule them all, and they're gonna fight each other eventually. I mean, they're gonna fight each other eventually. It's bound to happen. Loops down here in this dip. OP dip in the chat. Let's get some OPs right now in the chat. So Loops in that dip. Bigetron, I believe they might have spotted out that push. They might have an idea that somebody is gonna be here on the map, though. I do see Aerowolf taking some shots. I'm also gonna be looking at Nova this game. Game number 1, they got 3rd place jukes, but they had 16 kills, man. They had 16 kills. So Nova, they're gonna have a huge performance this game as well, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's one of those squads I was talking about. I mean, they got 70+ points on the leaderboards. They're, Nova, they're chilling with 50+ points. So they're sitting pretty well right now. Obviously, a really dominant squad, forced to be reckoned with. They're just gonna have to throw their weight around just for a little bit longer here. Still, this is match number 3. We still have 3 more to go after this, and every single one is just so imperative for each and one of these teams to make it to Super Weekend.
Futbolists are still chasing down Aerowolf. Aerowolf have no time to relax, chill, and eat that celery with that peanut butter jelly. Like, they ain't got no time. They have their eye on the bigger picture, and that is getting that winner chicken dinner if they can do so. Next zone, gonna pop here very shortly. Centering on up, pretty much. Farm still gonna be in play. Bigetron right in the middle here.
Yeah, I think that's honestly a misplay from Aerowolf, because to be honest with you, they had time. They had time when they would cross that bridge, and Futbolist was kind of sneaking on in. Now look at them. They're just trying to decide how do we rotate into this circle. Futbolists have now passed them up. Looks like they may get into a little bit of a crash with Loops here. Might see some action going on as this still quiet. I mean, every single team is still up. And as this zone's starting to close, it's going to get more and more intense. Now look at Loops. Really, really close to Futbolist.
Futbolists actually snuck their way past Aerowolf right here. Little do they know, they're gonna be rolling up on one of the members from Loops. That tree will be blocking that point, that grenade from hitting the mark. It will be giving away the position though of one of the members and allowing Futbolists to be like, okay, we got a team next to us, boys.
Oh, this is a tough fight on this hill. Gotta be able to get those angles. Solke able to get the return knock with that Uzi. Is gonna go for the confirm, is gonna get it as well. That's gonna be 1 point for them. Dadine trying to get a big nade, lays it at the perfect time. And that nade is, what? Oh, it is gonna get the confirm onto Rom. So that is gonna be the nice trade. Loots with a perfect nade onto Dadine. It's a battle of the grenades right now. And Futbolist might have another one for him. Loops now in big trouble.
Oh, 1v1.
Oh.
1v2. Yeah, 1v1 now. 1v1 now. Yeah. I like how Federal made the pull-up with the Dacia to block and provide the cover for their squad mates who were bleeding on out. Didn't blow it up, so that potential to get that splash damage with the vehicle still a risk here. Federal will be getting 1 pickup, tossing a grenade to just make sure that Futbolists don't make the push. But what is going on here? Futbolists are not giving up.
I mean, Futbolists, talk about, it's just Loops. The man took out Loops by himself. What a play right there. I mean, the grenades were so on point. That's going to be 2 remaining members up for Futbolists. Bluebees, though, they heard those shots. They're going to start picking up this hill right now.
I love how Blue Bees, they're so aggressive this game. We saw them earlier on. They were on the hunt down onto Power 888. They heard the gunshots. They saw the kill feed. They heard the grenades up here to the high ground of the hill. And they're trying to press the situation, get involved here. Futbolist, 2 members up. Now it's time to get the spoils of war. Get that loot.
Yeah, 2 members up, time to loot up. They're gonna go ahead and receive all that possible. Now that they have 2 members, I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to opt for first aids, because that's gonna be huge just in case of a heal strat. And you're gonna have to use some after that, because Bluebees, Regiocio is gonna say, no sir, you're not going anywhere. And that is 1 member down. Man, after such a great play, hate to see him go out to a vehicle like that, but now it's just Solke up left for Futbolist.
I mean, still 5 kills, right, for Futbolist, so they're definitely sitting up there when it comes to points so far. And Blue Bees, you know, they're happy. They got their 1 point. They see the zone shift. They don't want to give up their position because it is going to be hard cover in this new circle. So Solke actually catching some luck of the Irish right there will be able to survive just a little longer. And honestly, Blue Bees, they had the upper hand. They knew that there was some enemies up here, but since they pulled off, I mean, Solke could kind of sneak it out right now. Like, nobody's going to suspect that there's a solo there.
Yeah, not to mention, I mean, Blue Bees need this way more than Futbolist. Futbolist is chilling in 3rd place, but Blue Bees are in that area of the leaderboards where they have the possibility of getting knocked out. But so far, playing this really, really well. DRS, another team in danger. They're going to be pulling up onto Bigetron. Looks like they have members looking in every single way. Navi out in 15th.
That's a huge one. Yep, they came into this match currently 17th on the overall leaderboard. That is a huge team to get taken out right there. I mean, that's going to add to the pressure for their final matches to really perform and get those placement points. I mean, shoot, they need a chicken dinner to really feel confident in themselves. Back to the story at hand, though. DRS, they pulled up Bigetron. They also need to make their way on into the zone, but they hear the shots from Team Secret. Team Secret onto Elitist United.
We're starting to get into the action here as teams are trying to rotate into this next circle. And here's the issue, Dave. On top of that, only have Vikendi and Sand. We got two Vikendis and 2 Sandhawks today. That's going to make things even harder for these squads. But right now, we're at Aerogale. There goes Aerowolf Limax.
Wow.
They were at 21st. A lot of these teams that needed points are getting taken out early. Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy for 3 from long range.
Jimmy for 3.
And to get it. Just a little short. A little too short right there.
It was on the money, though. It was on the money. And Nova, I think they're being third party from RRQ over there to the west as well. And DRS trying to take advantage of the situation, but from behind, surprise right there. Oh man, that'll catch you off guard. Yeah, that'll catch you off guard right there. But what just happened? But look at this fight. Team Secret on the uphill, trying to defend their position, execute, tossing some grenades, trying to take them out.
The AWM coming to play into Aerogale. You'll have to see that now. Matto does have the advantage of the hill, so you know that bounce is going to be even further. Perfectly placed onto Zute. He's going to go for the confirm right here with another one. Execute into big trouble right now. It's Fate trying to make some plays. You can see him pre-firing with that Tommy gun just to try to buy some time. Bane Boys, he's going to hit the laydown right here. Try to throw some smokes for his squad. But you know Team Secret's going to have to press the issue. A lot of
very risky play.
Yeah,
very risky play from Fanboys, but a crucial play because they were able to build their own cover, and it allowed Zute to crawl up behind the cover. Here comes the grenades, here comes the smokes to block the sightlines. Team Secret, though, they are not waiting. Here comes the blue zone as well.
What a nade there from its face, and getting the Tommy gun knock. So clutch for his team. And now he has a great tree right here to buy him some time. Zute is still just crawling on up. Oh, is that a grenade?
Yep.
Right next to them. Not gonna get the pop. Execute, though. They are shutting down Team Secret. Only one remaining member.
Ooh, I see that molly from its fate. I love to see that molly. Throw that molly, get that splash. Get that splash, pulled up just a little bit. Knows the revive is coming on out with the Tommy gun, trying to get the squad wipe. Will be going for the spray down. Knows they're right behind the buggy. Gonna be pressing the situation. Tagged in the process, but Zute and Fanboys from behind. Can they get the final?
Oh my goodness!
High shots onto another one. Finally, Fanboys coming out on top. Should be able to get the pick up the revive. Right in time.
I don't know if he can. Look at the circle. The circle's closing on him right now. He's gonna have to go for the heal and then see what happens from there. But another battle going on up here. Nova getting just third-partied from Bigetron, as now they're getting up in the mix right here. That's gonna be their first kill so far. But they got a full squad up and a lot of vehicles and a lot of play to work with right now.
Rip Jimmy right there. #1 fan right there, Jimmy. Yep. All right, back to lobby. Bigetron showing up. 1 kill, but they got the whole team up. They still need to push up just a little closer into the new play zone. RRQ, 3 kills, 3 members. They have sight lines, they have an idea. Bigetron, though, they have their vehicles. It's ready. They're ready to use them. They're ready to push up and use it for cover.
You can just see the smoke walls coming out, the communication, just trying to execute this perfectly. D2E trying to get some shots on the A1 downtown. Looking on up, it does look like Execute wasn't able to get the rest of their squad up, so it's going to be just Fame Boys remaining for them. But look at this right now. I mean, this is a really, really tough circle here above farm. And this is a battle of the blues. Yeah, there goes Execute out in 9th place. Getting a good finish so far, but need to get some more points if they want to ensure their trip to Super Weekend.
And I really like Elitist United. They're playing really sneaky in the back. Oh, we'll have to get back to that because Solke trying to defend the Harry Potter Tower. Zuxi was able to push up to the 1st floor. Does Zuxi know that there's an enemy right above him?
They were throwing some nades in that direction, so I think it's only a matter of time. But Zuxi can't just push on out because you got Elitist United there looking at him. Yeah, Solke is hurt big time. Oh, Ryzen eating some Molotov. Gonna join his teammate here. Cray, gun off. Get that little bit extra run speed. Solke is throwing some nades down there. That would have been really nicely placed. They're already right below him. As Bigetron's holding down. Elitist United. Oh, 47. Yeah, you cannot eat any more blue zone. That stinks too much. Goes for the lay down instead. Trying to buy some more time. This zone, 39 seconds left.
Cray tossing a grenade. Right on the outskirts right there. We see the smokes, 47. I don't know how many heals 47 has. Elitist United, they need these points. They got 2 kills so far this game. Once again, will not be favored in the next play zone. Elitist United, they cannot catch a break when it comes to their positioning. They might be able to gatekeep, though. They might be able to gatekeep. Yep, Solke cooking the grenades. Molly will be forcing them in the closet.
He's going to eat some of it. And he's going to try to go for this first aid here to buy himself some time. You can just see him trying to throw some nades while up top, trying to see if the bank's open. Ryzen, though, is going to run in for the 1v1 and get the finish, but gets Molotoved while knocked. That might just be the thirst. Not the best play right there, but Zuxi with some great angle. Oh, what a close nade. Gonna have to count the stars after that one.
Yeah, that was just so close. Cray, I don't know if they are aware of Cray's position. Even if they were, I don't know if they care. They're going to be pulling up just a little closer on it to play zone and the 3rd party, Blue Bees. We forgot about them out there on the east side, trying to 3rd party everybody up there to the north.
All the way from across the field, they're just looking on up, trying to be able to wreak havoc on the rest of these teams, get some much needed points for themselves. RRQ still on top of this hill, using those vehicles as cover. D2, he's gonna head up to that rock right there, jump on out. Holds his position on A1. Nice little lean peek right there. Oh, does get the spot. This guy's like, really, look at these tight peaks. Great movement from D2E. Trying to get the confirm as well. A1, they're just stuck in full crawl mode right now, all smoked out.
They're trying to just survive right here and avoid the grenades from D2E. RRQ spreading a little too thin. Ernie was holding down Zuxi in the back line, but Ernie was spotted from one of the members from Blue Bees from the east, and that will allow Zuxi to push on into the new play zone. Has his UAS already blown up, has the hard cover. D2E, though, in a skirmish themselves.
Blue Bees doing exactly what they're supposed to, just putting on so much pressure, not allowing these teams with good positions to peek on them at all. And it looks like you can just see Zuxi getting the confirm onto D2E and finishing off RRQ. And so far, Bigetron, 5 kills, and it's only Zuxi remaining. And you can just see Blue Bees, Lufa, eyes locked on that tree.
I mean, honestly, Zuxi right there playing such a huge spoiler to RRQ. RRQ, they had the numbers, but they just spread too thin right there towards the end. Next play zone does go on over to the west side. A1, they are in it to win it. But Blue Bees, they have vehicles. They got 6 kills. Let's see if they can come out on top of this push.
This is a great game for all of these squads. All these top 3 teams are squads that are at risk of getting knocked out of this Super Weekend. That's going to definitely disrupt the scoreboards here in match number 3. Lupa trying to throw some nades on over to Power 888. Bluebees still has this full squad remaining, and they're just trying to hold this position so well and doing a great job of it so far.
Power 888, they got 2 over there, snaking it on out. Bluebees, they recognize, okay, there's some enemies out there to the south. Now the call comes, do we try to get on into play zone, or do we try to take out those snakes in the grass? Meanwhile, A1 overlooking both of these squads, just trying to do everything in the power to get a couple knocks, get a couple picks, so they can have the numbers advantage.
They're doing a great job of being able to get in this circle. Divine with a great knock right there. That blue zone, though, is going to put the pressure on. That's going to be 1 down. And that angle's there. Lufa using all this smoke and fire going all over the place to buy him some time to put his position down. Sinister's going to be the problem right now from that angle.
Blue zone almost completely closed in. Lufa cooking a grenade, going to be tossing that one up. Power 888. A thorn in the side of both Bluebees and A1. 6-9 within grenade range. Going to be tossing that one off the court by the connection. It is good, baby.
Clutch nade right there. Oh, and Lufa getting a big knock as well. I mean, look at these shots from the plays that these guys are making are so clutch. You can see Ice. Oh, he's going to steal the point away from Bluebees. Gonna be 3 kills for Power 888. And it's a battle right now of the solos. Bluebees, the only squad with 2 remaining. And they are just sneaking their way on in. Trying to see who's going to be able to get those remaining knocks and get the chicken dinner.
Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice. Sight lines or tunnel vision onto 6-9. We'll be connecting onto one of the members from Bluebees. 6-9 trying to get the trade here. Trying to wrap this one up. 1v1, Hot Jukes.
Here we go. It's a big one. Lupa with the 6x4 spraying down like crazy. 6-9 is hurt. He knows it. Lupa's going to run out in the open. Super risky play here. That tree is really, really thin as well. 6-9's got the nade. Who's going to be able to hit these shots? That's what it's all about here.
6-9, that grenade is looking like a victory to me. You might want to cook it. You might want to toss it. Let's see, can 6-9 get this grenade out? Might have just missed their window of opportunity. Oh. Lufa making the push.
Great pre-fire there from Lufa. What a shot. That's gonna, and he's just full on aggression. Bluebees going on in, trying to finish this off strong. And he does it! And he does it in style! Bluebees with the chicken dinner. The confidence that takes to run out in the open there, Dave, and get the win. That's how you do it.
Look at that. Buzzing